Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie, I am the Introverted Reader, and today's video, we're wrapping up July because I'm just ready for it to be wrapped up. I've read all I need to read in July. I realize we've got, let me see, like 2-3 days left, but I'm done with July and I would like her to get wrapped up because these books have been sat on my desk for a while and I want them wrapped up and put away. So I read 7 books in the month of July, which I'm very, very pleased with myself. That's usually the norm for me. Like, I tend to read maybe between 5 to 7 books, sometimes 8 in a month. So kudos to me. So we're gonna have a drink of water first. Okay, have you drunk water? Have you drunk water? If you haven't drunk water, go get water and come back, okay? So the first book I read in the month of July was Broken Dove by Danny Francis. This is the sequel to Silver Elite. This was on my anticipated releases, and it didn't disappoint me. It didn't disappoint me, and then I gave it 4 stars. I tabbed it as well. Got a lot of tabs. So yeah, this is the sequel to Silver Elite, which is a dystopian romance story about a girl who has telepathic abilities. But in the world she lives in, if you have any sort of clairvoyant ability or sort of like mind ability, you are either sent to a labor camp or you are killed. But then things happen and our girl actually ends up sort of behind enemy lines. Like right there, she ends up having to train and be a part of the enemy's like armed forces. And she's like working alongside a resistance and everything. So that's really all I can say without spoiling it. But obviously this is the sequel and I had a great time. It was fun. I was entertained. I was never bored reading this because usually in like second books, not much goes on and it just feels really boring. They're all just sitting about and talking. And there was a little bit of that, but there was still a good bit of action as well. And I really love the ending. So I'm thoroughly happy with this. So I give it 4 stars in the end. I'm very excited for the sequel. And then we read The End of an Era, guys. Heartstopper Volume 6. I cannot believe that this series has now come to an end because I feel like it's been in our lives for so long. And it's wonderful. And if you have not heard of this, where have you been? Well, you've no excuse now because all the volumes are out and you can read them all. It's about Nick and Charlie, 2 teenage boys. Charlie is the only openly gay kid at his school. He gets bullied a lot. And then he becomes friends with Nick, who's on the rugby team. And he develops a crush on Nick. And then they start to like each other and they fall in love. It's basically their love story. And I didn't even realize that this was out already. And I saw it in my local Asda. And I just grabbed it and was like, this is mine now. So I read it in one sitting. I took it home and read it in one sitting. It's quite big, you know, for a graphic novel. But it's beautiful and the movie is beautiful and I still can't believe that we're done with Nick and Charlie. I don't know what Alice Oseman has in store for us after this, but I'll just wait and see because it's been a while since we've had a new... I'm hoping that Alice Oseman writes like another full-length novel after this. That'd be great, but 5 stars. Honestly, 5 stars. And the movie, beautiful. I then read the July book club pick for the month, and that was The Secret World of Briar Rose by Cindy Pham. I have a full review on this where I talk about all my feelings, thoughts, opinions. It's a Sleeping Beauty reimagining. That's all I'll say. It's a Sleeping Beauty reimagining. And yeah, go watch my review. I didn't really have a whole ton to say. In the end, I believe this got 3 stars from me. But yeah, go watch my review. Go watch it. Thanks for all the love on the review, by the way. I really appreciate it. I then read the next novella in this, Better in Black, which I believe featured... Hold on, where is me bookmark? Which featured Anna and Ariadne. It was a sapphic one this time because basically these are just little mini stories about all the different couples within the Shadowhunter world. And I'm getting my Shadowhunter fix until the next trilogy comes out. When we are done with this world, I'm going to be so sad. But anyway, loved it is a bit of a strong word. I liked it. It was fine. Not much went on. It was just a short story. But anyway, in the end, 4 stars. like a sort of medium to low 4 stars. I then read, I kept saying I was going to do a reread of this, and then I finally did it in July, Moonwalk by Michael Jackson. Yes, the one and only memoir. I read it. I think I read it in like a single afternoon. Because once you start, you can't stop. Like once I start, I can't stop. And if you're a fan, or if you became a fan after the movie came out and you haven't read this, read it. Read it, because it's his words, okay? And I loved it. I love my husband. But yeah, I really, really would love to do an in-depth video about this, because I do have things to say. So if you would like to see that, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. I would love to do more in depth about this, because I could talk about this man till I go up in flames myself. Stay, there you go. Don't fall over, please. There, okay. And then the next to last thing that I read was Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, the comic, volume 13. This is the final volume. We're done with the comics. My Grandmaster collection is complete. I keep saying I'm going to make a TikTok to show you guys the shelf, and I promise you, I'll do that. I promise. But yeah, this is the final volume, and just them. Just them, okay? I need to rewatch the show. That's what I need to do. I need to rewatch the show again, because it's beautiful, and I'm so happy that I read it. 5 stars for the final volume of that. And then the final book that I read, I don't have a physical copy of, because I read the ebook on my phone, and that was Kissed by the Gods by Katie Rogan, which is basically about our main girlie who is born with these sort of enhanced fighting abilities, and then she ends up being recruited into this like elite group of soldiers who fight whilst riding winged horses. That was all I knew about it going in, and that's all I'll tell you, because I feel like that's all I need to know. Listen, this was fun. I really, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed learning like because there's like the whole history and mythology behind them and their people and everything. And you know, there's gods and goddesses, and there's all politics and everything like that. It was great. I loved all of that. The writing was really good. I liked our main character. Because she's like this really sort of rough around the edges girl, you know, who lives in this really poor area, and big middle finger to the elites and all that. You know, I live for all of that. I do. The only thing I'll say about this in Kissed by the Gods was, I never thought I would say this, because you know I love a good romance, but the romance in this one kind of let me down a little bit. That kind of brought the rating down a little bit for me. It felt rushed. It didn't, because I didn't feel like they spent enough time together. You know, it just all felt very, like they were hot for each other, but that was it. And then whenever we got the declaration of love, I was like, you're not in love. Lust and love are not the same thing. Just because you want to bone each other doesn't mean you're in love. But anyway, that could be a whole other discussion, couldn't it? So yeah, in the end, Kissed by the Gods got a 4 stars from me. I am thoroughly excited to be reading I need to find out when the sequel is coming out, but I'll be thoroughly excited to get my hands on it and read it. So yeah, those are all the books that I consumed in July. I hope you all had a good reading month in July. Is anybody else's just mental state been absolute shit the past few weeks? Because same. But anyway, thank God for books, right? But anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. So let me know what you read in July. Let me know how you're doing. Are you drinking water? Are you doing okay? Follow me on all my socials. They're down below. Blue Sky, Instagram and Threads, and TikTok. Follow me on any of them. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the bell. Leave a comment. Do all the things. And yeah, I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.